Good day, everyone. I am Mark, your fat friend,
And I'm James, your black friend,
and this is the Fat and Black Connection.
where we talk about anything and everything. Well, as long as it's interesting to us, of course.
Naturally, because why would we talk about anything else?
True that.
So it is March 22nd, 2022. It is a lovely day in the neighborhood. It is Tuesday. It is 11. Normally we go on at 10, so we're running about an hour late. I had some issues with the plumber. I apologize. But, I had to take care of some business. And
This
so,
guy.
yeah. Once in a while, it's me. Most of the time, it's you. But the important thing that we always need to make sure that we say is that this is a live interactive broadcast. And so that includes you, those of you that are watching right now live. Hop into those chat features and send us some messages. If you're not interested in chatting with us, okay, fine. But we engage. We're here for you. So let me prove it right now. Brian, our dam, checks in. You delayed the start so you could get matching shirts. Well,
And apparently you weren't watching our Disney broadcast because we had these shirts at Disneyland.
Yeah. We don't get woke, we stay woke.
Stay woke.
So, anyways, live interactive broadcast. If you're listening to this via podcast platform or watching this after the fact and we're no longer live, you can still send us messages. We definitely read those, we engage, and sometimes we even talk about the stuff on the next time we go live. So, by all means,
that is true.
Hit us up. Let us know what you're thinking of the show, what we're talking about. If there's something you want to hear us talk about, let us know. We can definitely do that.
Hey, Mark, tell them where they can find us, though.
Oh man, we're everywhere. We're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. We are no longer on Daily Motion. We got kicked off for breaking terms of policy. I don't even know what we did wrong because they didn't say. So we're no longer on Daily Motion, but we are on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch.
I had no
Twitter.
idea what that was, anyways.
If you're listening to us, on some podcast platform. You already found us,
Yes.
but we are everywhere that I know of. So if there's somewhere we need to be, let us know. We're happy to try and make that happen. So James, as we have been doing on these episodes as of late, I've been starting off just about every episode with a delicious beverage. And today I'm going to be drinking Three Birds Hard Seltzer Hot Chocolate.
Hey, crazy thing. I got one of those too.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. Okay. Well, hold on. Actually, give me just a second. I'll be right back. If you could vamp, talk about what we're going to talk about today. I just realized I totally forgot something. I'll be right back.
Sure. Yeah. So what we have going on today? So we're going to talk about some of the shore excursions that we're going to be that are available on the Alaskan cruise. I think we're going to talk about some Moon Knight. We're going to talk about
what you doing in my house,
bro. How did you not know I was here?
What the heck?
Yeah, I've been. I snuck in. You didn't hear me?
Clearly. Well, let's try this hot chocolate.
Yes, sir. Let's see. Boom. Oh, it smells hot chocolate.
Interesting.
You know what? This first taste wasn't bad.
Hot chocolate hard seltzer. Who'd have thunk it would work?
Yeah. No doubt. Interesting.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to go back to my recording studio.
Go back.
Welcome to my house.
Get out of here. Yeah. So anyways, welcome back to your studio. These Three Bird hard seltzers, we've actually had, we bought a party pack that had
like a 12 pack with 4 flavors.
Yeah. So there was a maple pancake.
Mm-hmm.
There was apple cinnamon.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's this hot chocolate, and there's also a holiday punch.
Yes, later in the episode, we will drink the holiday punch. So
yeah.
Now I can say, having had 3 of the 4 flavors now, they're actually a lot better than what I expected. When we picked this up and I looked at the box, I was like, I think we should get it just because it's really weird.
Yeah.
But I've actually, I think, quite enjoyed them.
They're not horrible, and like I said, like. The first sip, it always takes the first sip to try and get it, but actually this first sip was not was not bad. Actually, it tasted like hot chocolate. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, it smells like it too. It smells like marshmallows, like hot chocolate with marshmallows in it
Yeah.
a little bit.
It's
Yeah.
so if you can find this in your neighborhood, it's Three Birds Hard Seltzer. It's a party pack, 4 flavors.
I don't know if it was just for that one. I think there was only a couple more boxes in the Total Wine that we went to. But I think this might be a holiday thing, but I'm down to try some other Three Bird seltzers that if they don't have this pack any longer, I'd like to give them a try.
Yeah, absolutely. And James, stop moving your head around. Every time you move closer or further away, your camera freaks out because
Oh, is it
the amount of light being let in.
Oh, here, let me turn a little bit. Maybe that'll help it a little bit.
Yes,
No.
I know you're not in your normal recording studio, so
Yeah.
All right, so I didn't hear everything you were telling the folks, but we're going to talk about some interesting stuff today, as we normally try to do. At least it's interesting to us. So,
Right.
First and foremost, the thing that I wanted to bring up is something I posted earlier or late last week, and it is still ongoing, but it's only got a few days left, and that is the Humble Bundle. I don't know if you've heard of Humble Bundle, but it's a website where gaming or software developers go to basically provide their stuff. Okay, that's creepy. So we just got a message from Tyrus. I'm driving my car, so I can't reply to you guys, but I'm here listening and in spirit. And then he says, I'm stalking you guys. I'm not quite sure how to take that, but
Not
anyways,
creepy at all.
back to the Humble Bundle.
Yeah.
So there was a Humble Bundle that came out I don't know, a couple months ago that was pretty awesome. It was like $20 and it included every Batman game.
Yeah.
Every Batman video game.
I remember you telling me about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Arkham Origins, Arkham Knight, Arkham Asylum, Arkham City.
Arkham Knights.
I did not include Arkham Knights.
No, not Arkham Knights. That's not. Yeah.
The Arkham Knight or whatever it was. Anyway, but it also included like the Lego Batman games, stockings hung by the chimney with care. I don't think that's how he meant it, but I'll take it. So Humble Bundle, cool website. There's really cool, unique things that show up on there. And generally, these are fundraisers to help fund something. So the current Humble Bundle that is up and is ongoing for a couple more days is the Stand with Ukraine Humble Bundle. And as you can see, this is showing you some of the things that are going to come with this Humble Bundle. There are games, there are graphic novels or books. There is also software. Currently, it's over $2,000. And actually, when I read the last update, it's over $2,500 worth of content. And 100% of what you donate goes to Stand with Ukraine. And so they're asking for you to make a donation of $40 at least. So if you make this $40 donation, you're going to get everything you see in this image. Plus, there's a ton of other stuff.
Yeah.
And I can
he was
tell
reading
you that
he was reading me the stuff last night. I was like, what?
A lot of stuff.
Yeah.
As of when I originally posted this on our page, they had raised almost $2 million. They are now at $12.6 million. So,
Wow.
yeah. So just specifically, a couple of things that these dollars are going to go towards. It supports Razom for Ukraine, International Rescue Committee, International Medical Corps, and Direct Relief. So
that's really cool. I'm glad. And I'm glad they can do this. And this is, I mean, we know a bunch of gamers. There's a ton of gamers out there. So this is something that, not a whole lot of money gets you a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah, and just to be clear, it is over 120 items included in this Humble Bundle between the games, the books, the software. Some of the software it's not huge. Like maybe there's a PDF software, but it's a 1-year subscription. You know what? That's the MSRP on that is like $50, I think. So
yeah. So I mean,
that's
you already get your money's worth. Yeah. And I mean, like there was some other software you were telling me about. I mean, that are like retailing for what, like over $100. So
Oh yeah, there's a game designing company where they're offering their classes like completely how to learn how to do game design, and it's like a $250 MSRP, and it's
yeah,
a part of this package. So there's a lot here. I absolutely, even if you have no interest in the 120 plus pieces that come with this,
yeah,
it's still a good cause. If you've got 40 bucks, stand up to the red wall. Um,
yeah, man. No.
that's about as political as I'm going to get in this episode. So,
Yeah,
um,
I'm glad let's stick it there. Let's stick with it there.
yeah. So, I have not purchased it yet. I will probably be purchasing today or tomorrow. I believe, and let me look right now. I can confirm this humble bundle is ongoing until it's got 2 days and 23 hours. So it's got
All right.
basically 3 days
3
from
days.
now. So you've got till let's just say Friday
I was gonna
at this
say
time.
I was gonna say I saw Tyrus's message. I can voice text, but my phone doesn't speak Ebonics, so what I say might be spelled wrong. Yeah, I totally understand you. I had now this was a while back, but it was like when voice text first started out. I sent a message to a girl I was supposed to be going on a date with, and it came out 100% wrong. I'm not going to tell you what it said, but let's just say it came out super wrong and I didn't check it. And then when I went back to check it, she hadn't checked her messages yet, but I was like, "Oh my god, no, that's not what I said." Like, yo, I can't do voice text anymore.
Good times. Good
Yeah.
times indeed. Now, this is kind of weird because you're in my house with my amazing internet, and yet your internet seems to be bad. The only thing I can attribute it to is that janky 2007 or older computer that you're rocking.
It's not 2007. I know it's not that old. It's younger than that, but yeah. No.
All right, so let's move on because your internet's wigging out, or your computer is. I'm not sure. So let's move on. We've got the Pentaverate. It's a new movie that's coming out, and Mike Myers is back.
Is it? I thought it was a series. The way it looked,
You're
it's
right. You're right. It is a
yeah.
series. It is a
Okay.
television series. It's a well, I I don't know if it's a television series. It said it's a multi-part event, which makes it sound like it's a mini
Oh,
series.
maybe, or
So
it's a yeah, maybe a miniseries. That's true.
so this comes out in May. We posted the trailer up on our page. I love Mike Myers. I love the Austin Powers. I wish he would have just kept making them. They were great, and this feels like it's harkening back to some of the work he did there with playing multiple parts. I think he's
Yeah,
playing 5 or 6 in this film,
it looks
or
like that.
or
It looks
series, whatever.
yeah, it looks that way. It looks like it and it looks like that he's was able to get a bunch of stars in on this. So
Yeah, there are quite a few people in the trailer and others listed on IMDb or whatever. So it's probably going to be a fun movie. I would definitely say keep this on your radar for coming up in May. Then we've got
Puss in Boots.
Pray for Mercy.
Nah,
So
I
again,
like Puss in
trailer is
Boots.
up on our page. I I didn't see the last Puss in Boots film. I think there's only been one so far. This will be the
Yeah, there's
second.
only been one, but there is the Puss in Boots series on Netflix.
Hmm, hmm.
I've seen a couple of those. They were okay, but they were definitely it was you can tell it was definitely for kids.
Yeah, I loved the character when he was first introduced in the Shrek films.
It was a
A-
great character.
Antonio Banderas.
Great
Um,
addition.
yeah, absolutely. Watching the trailer here, there's some animation choices that I didn't love, and I'm guessing that those are done for storytelling. When he's telling a story, it's in this style. Um, but I didn't love some of the animation choices, but I'm probably going to give this a watch just because, again, I love the character. I probably should go back and watch, the series and the first film.
Yeah, I definitely need to see the first film for sure.
But I think it's going to be cute. I think it's going to be fun.
It's one of those one of those family films, so
Absolutely. This trailer just came out this week. It's for Disney's Sketchbook.
I'm
It's
I'm interested in this one for sure.
Yeah, the catch line is the magic is drawn one line at a time, and it really is taking you kind of behind the scenes and looking at the from making a movie from the animator's perspective, drawing literally one cell of animation at a time to make these epic films that they make.
And
And
even like you can see in the background there, that's from Encanto, and that's a computer animated film. But you just realize, oh snap, they still got to put that on paper first to before they transfer it. So
yeah, absolutely, you still have to create the character, and a lot of it can be done today where you can create
just on the
on a
computer, yeah.
computer, but most people still start pen, paper, pencil, paper.
I mean, and even there's even storyboards. Storyboards are done, hand written. They're not just thrown up on a computer like that. They're still hand drawing. Uh, uh,
Yeah,
for
because you don't want to spend the money on computer animation until you have to.
Right, that can become very expensive, but I mean, like, that's one of the things. Storyboards are still hand drawn, and I mean, you look. That's one thing I kind of miss about the old school animation. Yeah, it did take a long time, but man, just kind of when you saw some of the behind the scenes stuff of them, having to go back and double check to make sure they're drawing the mouth correctly, that the movement of the mouth correctly. It's crazy.
Yeah, I when I first started watching this trailer, I was like, "Oh my gosh, this could be really cool," and especially since they have some of the animators that have been around for quite a while, like going back into like the 80s. Um, I think it'll be a fun watch, and it's going to be a series. It's going to be multi-episode. I don't know if it's going to be, for example, one episode based around Encanto or one. I'm not sure how they're going to do that. But
I would almost take one animator, one episode.
yeah,
Because I mean, I'm sure there's a ton of stuff that they could. I'm sure they have enough stuff that can take up, however long the episode is, 30, 45 minutes, an hour. I'm sure they could probably talk about it all day. So, but I'm sure they're going to talk about one specific thing. I think I saw one of the animators for Goofy. I know I saw Encanto. I think something was from Lion King and so on. So yeah, I'm excited to see what this is all about.
Brian says this will be this will be
Sin-
fascinating.
Fascinating to
Good God,
see.
Mark. Ugh. This will be fascinating to see. As I understand, there's very little pen and paper. They draw directly into the computer using pen paper programs. I believe it. I absolutely
Oh, I
believe it.
wouldn't believe. Yeah, there's no doubt. But like some of the stuff that they had in the preview was exactly like was pen on paper. Or actually, sorry, pencil to paper, because they talk about their erasers a lot.
Yeah. Yes. And their erasers in the trailer are interesting. They're like little gobs of just rubber, it looks like.
I mean, they've probably. I mean, there's some different erasers that I've seen, over my years, and like some of those ones that look just like globs are some of the best ones, especially for animators, because it clears everything. It basically clears up, so you can just wipe it away, and then boom, you're ready to go.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to watch that one. I've enjoyed a lot of the behind the scenes stuff that they've done on Disney Plus. I think they're a lot of fun. It really pulls back that curtain and lets you in. The behind the attraction, that was a fun one.
I need to finish watching that. I watched like I think I saw like the first episode or something, but I was like, oh snap! Like when you actually see behind the scenes, when you see it, it actually makes it even cooler.
Yeah, yeah. No, I agree 100%.
Those Imagineers are something else, man.
Yeah, well, and like Pepper's ghost effect. That's one of the things used in Haunted Mansion. I had heard of it. I knew conceptually how it works, but actually seeing them talk about it and explain it, it makes all the difference in the world.
No, yeah.
But yeah, so speaking of Disney Plus and upcoming series, just in about 8 days, next Wednesday, we've got Moon Knight.
Moon Knight. Oh
Eh,
man, I've been kind of hyped for this since I kind of heard about it because I don't know much about Moon Knight, and then when I saw it was uh, what's his name? Oscar
Oscar
Isaac.
Isaac.
Yeah, Oscar Isaac. Man, I was just like, dope. Poe Dameron is joining the MCU.
No, I like him. I think we'll see how he does, but I think he's a good actor. I think he's a good choice.
Yeah,
I as well don't know a ton about Moon Knight. I conceptually understand the character, but
yeah.
I'm
If how he gets his little weapon thing is from the actual moon, like the image of the moon, I was like, yo, that's clean. That is clean.
yeah, it'll be I think a good series. Um, and I'm excited to see if there's any play potentially into Multiverse of Madness because that's the next film up. And this is going to be, I believe, 6 episodes. So that's 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So this series ends right
Right.
around when Multiverse of Madness comes out,
When does Multiverse of Madness come out?
May 6th. I don't know why you got to ask me these questions on the air.
I don't know. Just put you on the spot. See if you know stuff. Yeah, because if it starts next
Yes, it
Wednesday,
is May 6th.
yeah, if it starts next Wednesday and we're going 6 weeks, it actually be going into uh that's two,
No,
three,
it would
four,
end
five.
on May 4th. So 2 days
Oh,
before.
2 days before. So
Yep.
yeah, actually that's whew, if the, it's cutting it close, people. But
Yeah.
yeah.
So there is an extreme possibility that there could be tie-in to Multiverse of Madness in some way here.
Hmm.
So I'm excited. Either way, I think that obviously I'm a Marvel Studios fanboy. I don't think I've disliked anything they've put out. There's stuff that I've enjoyed more than others, but I don't think there's anything that I've been like, oh, that was bad. Um, so yeah, I'm excited to see this. You know what else is exciting and
What's that?
is coming up very soon is, and we need to talk about this just briefly, and that is WrestleMania.
Yes.
And the reason that we need to talk about this is we brought it up on our last episode. Is that um, there's a gentleman that we went to high school with who is a follower of our show, and has made a bet with us that at WrestleMania, Stone Cold
Stone
Steve
Cold. Stone
Austin,
Cold.
who is making his return, uh,
One night
the,
only.
this gentleman has made the bet that Stone Cold will not do anything more than a stunner and a beer bath. And I have said no. He's gonna. It's gonna be. It may not be a sanctioned match, but there's gonna be a lot more there. Some back and forth. Some maneuvers hit. And so we've got this little bet going. The person has put their beard on the line, and so
I got a picture of it.
we do have a picture.
I got a picture just recently.
Okay, very good. We will get that up on the page very soon to show folks what is on the line. This gentleman's beard is on the line, and
Yeah.
I believe we will be. Oh, and Chris is actually checking in. So
Yeah.
Mr. Chris is the gentleman in question that is putting his beard on the line. Uh, so
Yeah, I mean, actually, I hope the what thing isn't as annoying. I remember when it first started. I remember I was like, ugh, like it would because it would seem to go on forever. But I'm hoping it's just a couple what's and then
Well, and you got to remember, Stone Cold did it for probably, I don't know, 3 months, and it's just never gone away. Like
yeah.
any of the times he's shown up in the last couple of years, he doesn't do any of the what's really.
Oh, that's the the universe.
Yeah, so hopefully we don't get many what's because it has somewhat started to go away, and God knows if he does it, it's going to bring it back in full force. So
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Hey, just so you know, I'm thirsty again, so I'm gonna go ahead and
Did you?
I finished the hot chocolate
Oh
already.
my gosh!
Yeah, come on.
All right, hot chocolate down. Let's go holiday punch. Just for
Virtual
everybody at home.
cheers.
I mean, I could come out there and we could do actual cheers since you're here.
It's all good.
It's a little spicy, which makes sense. It's a holiday punch. It's very, I don't want to say bland, but it's almost bland.
This is like my least favorite one so far.
Yeah, and it's not bad.
No, it's not. I mean,
It's just
like
it's
my
not
least
as
fa-
it's
it's
not
not
as
as good as the
flavorful.
other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other ones had a lot more, had actual flavor. This one doesn't really. Oh, there's hints of fruit punch, but then it shows all these kind of citrusy flavors inside of it. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on there, but
it's good. I mean, it's not my favorite. It's probably my least of the four, but
yeah.
It would not deter me from buying the box again. I'll
no.
put it that way.
I'll just give this to my drunkest friend whoever's the drunkest here. Drink this.
Yeah. So Chris, you're out there, no fear, putting the beard on the line.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. From what I've heard, I heard rumblings from Jim Ross.
Yes. So I was going to post on the page and I hadn't yet, but Jim Ross this week on his Grillin' with JR show, he did discuss
Boomer Sooner.
He did discuss this upcoming confrontation between Stone Cold and Kevin Owens, and he basically said, that he's more or less been in contact with Steve Austin, and that this is not going to be a show up stunner and beer bath. He said this. These are not my words. This is Jim Ross. Stone Cold has been working out in the gym, getting in shape, and he wants to go into this, and he's said if he's going to get physical, he wants it to be something good for the fans. He doesn't want to waste time. So
Right.
I'm fully expecting that there's going to be some good back and forth. There's going to be a Luthez press. There's going to be a couple of maneuvers. It's not going to be huge. I'm thinking it's 2 to 5 minutes tops. But I think we're going to see a confrontation because both these guys, Kevin Owens and Stone Cold, are amazing on the microphone. They both cut really good promos. So yes, there is going to be some verbal assault on each other that's going to lead to physicality. So it may not be a sanctioned match, but it will be more physicality than a stunner and beer bath.
Yeah.
There probably will be a beer bath though.
with some Broken Skull Lager, some Steve.
So let's transition a little bit and let's talk about you are here.
Yeah.
In my house here in Northern Nevada, in Reno.
Northern Nevada.
And you got into town on Friday last week.
Yeah.
So you've been here for a couple days. And Chris says he's not disappointed to lose. Loose. I guess that means he's not disappointed to cut loose.
or loose the beard.
Loosen up that beard. All right.
Yeah.
I always love making fun of teachers.
He's an English teacher. Actually,
yes.
Are you still doing English or are you just doing theater now? I don't remember.
I'm hoping he's not doing English anymore. and I guess it makes sense. It is probably spring break, and that's why he's able to join us today. Yeah, so that's great.
No, it's cool.
But so you've been here for a couple days, and let's talk about your time here so far. So you flew in on Friday.
Yeah.
And I picked you up from the airport.
Yeah. And we kind of just hung out most of the day. We stole some shoes. Not really. We didn't really steal some shoes. They were actually given to but they were left outside. And so we pulled up and Mark was like, there was a painter at this house. This guy was painting at the house. And so like we pulled up to the house. I jump out the car. I grab the shoes and I run back and I'm like, go.
Yeah.
And
so
the painter had a little good laugh. Yeah.
A little preface, because just so it makes sense, I guess it's not preface anymore, but I don't know if they have this in every neighborhood, but there are people that are like, hey, I'm getting rid of XYZ. If you're interested, hit me up on Facebook or whatever. And so this woman was getting rid of her kids' soccer shoes, soccer cleats, and we were like, oh, hey, let's come up. So So
They came up.
we messaged, and she was like, "Sure, I'll just have them outside of the house. Come by and grab them when you can." Um, so we drove. I picked up James, and one of the things we did is we drove over to this house, and the story that James just told, and it was entertaining because the painter is just kind of laughing his butt off, like, "What is going on?"
Yeah.
So
But these are nice cleats though. I mean, they're Under Armour cleats. Those and they were like they were darn near spotless. So they must have cleaned them. They must have cleaned them beforehand. But yeah,
And Brian does confirm, I guess there are some Facebook groups out there for that kind of thing, pay nothing groups, and
yeah,
that's, I believe, what this was. So it's cool that that exists. If you're getting rid of something, throw it up on there. Don't just get rid of stuff because
yeah.
one man's trash is another man's treasure.
One man's trash, another man's come up.
That's right. That's right. So that was on Friday. We didn't do a whole lot else. You got to see the neighborhood. What did you think
Yeah,
of where I'm
it's
at?
nice. It's real nice. Nice neighborhood. Your boy over here is right across from the little clubhouse. Man, that is a killer clubhouse. Like they have a gym in there, which is not just some like dinky like weight sets and stuff. No, they got ellipticals, they got treadmills, they got free weights, they got machines, they got everything over there, which is really nice. Um, and then their little clubhouse deal, man, I'm telling, like full on kitchen, dishwasher, sinks, full range. I mean, it looks like if we were talking about it, like hosting a Super Bowl party, that would be the spot. You get a bunch of people over there, and like there's little enclaves where you can kind of just break off from the group and kind of chill. Or there's the big room. There's outside patio furniture and the pools and everything. So during summertime, but yeah, no, overall, real nice, real nice.
Yeah, and going
Oh,
back
and the
to
park, and
yes.
the new park they just put in over here, real nice too.
Yeah, and going back to the reference to the pay nothing groups, Tyra says there's a story of one of those groups, and a girl had started with a paperclip and traded it up to a house. And I remember actually hearing this story.
What?
Yeah, you just trade with people. Hey, I've got this. What can I get for it? And you just work your way up, man. Like,
Boom.
again, one man's trash is another man's treasure. So
Yeah, or it's like somebody had to move in a hurry. Like, hey, we got this. You want it?
well, so again, she traded it up, right? So she
Yeah,
went from a paperclip to, like, let's say,
yeah. So a car or
a
something. Yeah,
pencil. Yeah, eventually getting
yeah.
up to something that was valuable enough to,
To get her a house.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
or the house itself. We don't know, but
potentially, you never
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah,
So so on Saturday we went to the Discovery Museum, and some of y'all might have
yeah,
seen some of the videos that we posted from there of
yeah.
us trying to make an earthquake.
Which was crazily small for how big we are. And there was a kid like right behind us that made one that was bigger. So I'm like, I don't understand that, but okay.
Yeah, that was kind of weird to me. Um, Especially with as much effort as I had to put into that, and that's all we got. But the Discovery Museum here in Reno, it's a pretty cool spot. It's primarily for kids to check out.
Yeah, definitely
But
is.
they do once a quarter do adult night, and we're actually, my wife and I are going to check this out in a couple weeks, where it is adult night, and uh, you get full access to the entire place, and there's drinks and hors d'oeuvres, and yeah.
Yes, Brian. Yes, well, it is a children's Discovery Museum. Yes, true. But they have a lot of activities that, parents can enjoy and
Yeah,
uh
I
people
have
would.
now been there. I think when we went, that was probably like my fifth or sixth time going.
And
And
apparently there's more to that place than we actually saw. So I was like,
yeah, we
oh,
didn't go in every room, so
yeah. So, hey,
yeah, we bought the annual pass because we knew we would go probably multiple times, and it's already paid itself off
yeah.
twofold. So we don't go every week, but we've gone, like I said, probably six times now, and we've only had the pass for, I think, a little over 2 months.
That's Great America annual pass status. when we were younger, like our parents were like, "What do you want to do? Can you just drop us off at Great America? Sure, I'll pick you up when I get off of work." Okay.
Sounds good. Ah, the good old days.
Oh man.
So then on Saturday, we went to the park and we flew some kites and we went on some jungle gym equipment. Had some
Yeah.
fun there.
Yeah.
And
That
then we
spinny thing. Like, let me tell you guys, like it might look slow on that video because actually when we watched the video, we were like, "Huh, that does look slow." But being on it, not slow at all, people.
no, it is painful. And I had only ever done that one by myself. And so having another person on there actually made it that much worse.
Yeah.
Like it was I felt like we were spinning super fast.
Yeah, it felt like, I mean, like that was having to hang on to something while doing like what we normally do on teacups.
Yes, yes. Yeah, yeah. So it was fun.
Yeah.
And then we went and got some pho on Saturday night.
Yeah. That was
And
good.
James, you'd never had proper pho before. What did you
No, I
think?
mean, I said the fish broth pho. I hadn't had the one that I had was beef broth.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about because proper pho is what you had the other night. So I don't know what you had before,
Oh well, like I said,
but
it was really good. I actually I enjoyed it. Made sure to eat all the meat. It was a lot. It was a lot of food. So I mean, it filled me up. You know, so had some of the noodles. Had some of the had definitely ate all the meat that was in there. And then we had this. Oh, I had never had the spring rolls. The
mm,
spring rolls I had never had before because like the rice paper, which was they were, and the peanut butter, like the peanut sauce they had, oh, killer, killer. So that was definitely good. So
yeah,
appreciate
no,
that.
it's a great restaurant. It is a local restaurant, so it's not like I could tell you what it is and you'll find it in your neighborhood. But if you're ever in Northern Nevada in South Reno and you want some good pho, head to Pho La Mint. It's really good.
I mean,
So
there's pho restaurants like everywhere now, so you
yes.
can check support your local pho restaurant.
So then Saturday night, we went out with one of my guys, one of my coworkers, and
Yes.
we hit up Shush Boom.
Yes. Now, you've heard Mark talk about this a couple times on the show. And he actually you drank a couple beers from there. I know we talked about it. We talked through all the beers. Let me tell you guys, this place is absolute legit. Like he built it up. I mean, he didn't really like super build it up, but you know, I kind of had a vision in my head and this kind of blew all my expectations. Uh, so when we got there, you know, it's self seating. So when you get there, you got to try and find an open seat. Luckily, some people just got up not too long before we got there. We ordered our drinks, went to go grab a seat, and yeah, no, I'm just telling you. Like I did a beer flight. I actually did 2 beer flights plus an extra beer. So
So the beer flights, they're pretty cool. So it's 4 ounce pours
yeah,
for $10.
yeah. And they come on a thing that looks like a chairlift, which is totally cool. So, like the second one, she brought over to the table. Actually, Mark brought the first one over because he was waiting for the drink so I could get the table. And then the young woman that poured my drinks brought it over, and it's literally just like on a chairlift. And I said the only thing that could make that thing any better is if it was actually on a wire and came to your table.
That'd be pretty cool.
That would be pretty money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And so James, you tried 9 different beers.
9 different beers. Yes, sir.
So you had 36 ounces of beer.
Yeah,
So that's pretty good.
pretty
That's
good.
you know 2.5 pints basically.
Yeah, wasn't
Uh,
you know was feeling good still, so it wasn't
and
like you know
it was 9 unique beers. You didn't
nine
do
different
anything
yeah
twice.
9 different beers each time. So I had I did their one through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 because they had a sixth one that I wasn't able to try, which I'm kind of upset about because I met the one of the co-owners and he was like the sixth one or the bartender told me that the sixth one was a an apple pie beer, and I was
Sounds good.
kind of upset that I missed that. And then I did 12, they're number 12 and 13, and then they're number 27. So all the beers that I had while I was there were actually their beers, Shish Boom's beers. I wanted to make sure that I tried all theirs. So
And you tried an IPA.
yeah, I don't normally like IPAs. I think we've talked about this on the show where I'm not a fan of IPAs, but their number one beer was an IPA. So I was like, you know what? And Mark kind of convinced me too. He's like, "You're here, might as well give it a try." And I was like, "You know what? You're right." So I gave it a try, and actually, it wasn't that bad of an IPA. Either that or my taste buds are kind of changing, so I can handle it. The only two beers of theirs that I didn't have, there was a New Zealand IPA and a New England IPA. So those are the only two IPAs I didn't have, and those are the only two drinks from them I did not have. But overall, that IPA was killer. Their berry beer, whatever that is,
Marionberry Beach Bum.
delicious. Actually, one of my favorites ended up being one of the stouts that I got on the back end, which was called the Charlie Murphy.
Because it was super dark.
It was the darkness. And it was, yeah, that was quite amazing. What was it, banana hammock?
Banana hammock. Yep.
Banana hammock was one of the ones that I had. And so I mean, like, all their beers, I can officially confirm, are 100% delicious. Okay, actually I can't say all because I missed two. So about so like 80 to 90% of their beers, of their actual beers, that are made on the premises, they have their brewery right in the back, are go try it out.
Yeah. So again, we're not sponsored by them. They're not giving us any money. Like, this is just a place that I went and checked out and I really liked. And I
Yeah.
was like, I gotta take you. So
Yeah. No, and 100%. Y'all, if you ever come up this way, first off, hit your boy Mark up. Secondly, go to Shish Boom.
yeah, check it out. It is a cool spot. So that was Saturday night. Sunday, we pretty much, I honestly don't even remember. We mostly stayed around the house, I think.
No, we went to breakfast that morning.
Oh, that's right. We went
Yeah,
and
we
got
went to
some.
IHOP.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, I stole syrup from another girl's table, and she was not thrilled about it. Like, I knew.
Yeah, they're running low on supplies. So
Yeah, apparently, like, you have to ask for blueberry syrup, and they might not have it. And like, yeah, pretty much, I just went over and grabbed a couple syrups off a table, and she came out and was not quiet about it at all.
no.
So I was like,
Hey, Susie, your table took my syrup.
yeah, I was like, all right, lady, like, calm down. And
It's not
anyways,
that serious.
yeah. So then we went to Sam's Club. I grabbed a couple samples. One was an energy drink, the other was some Dunkaroos.
Mhm.
We grabbed some food from there.
And to be clear, when James says he's grabbing these things, he was having samples.
Yeah, that's what I said. I grabbed samples. That's what I said.
Oh, I heard you just say you grab things. I'll go back
Oh,
and listen to it.
yeah. And then yeah, so grab some samples. I was actually looking for I went to a Sam's Club back in Vegas, and they had club size of Sour Patch Kids, and I'm a huge fan of Sour Patch Kids. I wanted to get the bag of the Sour Patch Kid watermelon, which they have in a club size, which is like 3 pounds, instead of like the 2 pounds that you get in the family size or share size, whatever that is. I don't remember. But unfortunately, they were all out. So, oh well.
Yeah, sorry about that, man.
But we had Sam's Club. Yo, I don't know if everybody has a Sam's Club who are listening to this, but if you do, they have a 4-meat pizza that is redonkulously good. I mean, like, this is one of the, I mean, like, I'm always kind of skeptical about some of these, like I was real skeptical about Costco pizza when they first came out, and then I had their Supreme killer. Then I had, and I've had some pizzas from other places, little like, from 7-Eleven, but Sam's Club pizza is ridiculous. The four meat, and it's only like what?
It is cheaper than Costco.
Yeah, what, $6-7, something like that?
So to be clear, it's on sale right now.
Oh,
We got it for $7. It is slightly smaller than a Costco pizza. Not much, but it is slightly smaller than a Costco pizza.
delicious.
But a 4 meat pizza from Sam's Club was $7. Normally
Yeah.
it's like $9, right? At
Yeah,
Costco it's 10.
you're getting pepperoni, sausage, bacon, and ham. So I mean, I don't know how you can go wrong with that. I mean, unless you're like, vegetarian or something, then yeah, it's a total problem. Or vegan. Well,
But they also have a Supreme that I think only has pepperoni. Would you pick that off?
yeah, the Supreme killer. I mean, like I love some. I'm a Supreme kind of guy, but this four meat, yikes, super good.
Yeah, and especially when these days Costco is only doing pepperoni and cheese.
Yeah, they took away their Supreme. Don't know
Yeah,
why.
yeah. Well, and I don't understand why Costco was never offering a pepperoni and sausage, because if you're going to have sausage on the Supreme, it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
So I love Costco pizza. To be clear, I'm not knocking Costco pizza,
No,
but
I've had it a couple times because like during when I was working at Pepsi, it was like, oh, it's on the way. There's one that I had a couple at a Costco on the way, so I was like, yeah, let me get a pizza
yeah.
and a hot dog.
So, anyways, so we did that on Sunday. Did we? I don't think we did anything else on Sunday. We just mostly stood
No,
around the house.
yeah, that was
I mean,
chill day.
we went for a drive with my kid.
Oh yeah, drop off
Returned
some
some books to the
library books. Yo, that accident was ridiculous, bro. There was like this. We saw these police lights, so we went around the loop. We were driving around the loop. We did a full loop on the loop and went drove by this accident. Yo, like hopefully everybody's okay. But it did not look nice because a motorcycle. It looked like a motorcycle hit this.
It went under a car.
Well, it hit the side. It was actually, well, I guess they pulled it out at that point, but it like full on was just like the driver's side door was just busted. And I mean, like the airbag deployed and everything, but like there was a motorcycle right there. So yikes. I just hope everybody's okay in that situation.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything or seen anything. And then, of course, we went to the playground here in my hood. You mentioned the clubhouse, but there's also
Oh yeah, there's a little
swimming
playground. Yeah.
pool, hot tub, playground for kids. So we took my kid over to the playground, play a little bit.
Was not feeling the other kids at the park though.
Yeah, yeah. My kid prefers to have the play equipment to themselves, I think. And I get it. I mean,
Hey, COVID
it,
kids, man.
well, no, I mean,
Oh,
so my kid's been in daycare.
oh, she's been in daycare, right?
So, you know, I think she has her friends and she
Yeah.
likes to hang out with her friends. And so seeing people that are not her friends, I think is probably what is a little weird. But, ultimately we try to push her outside of her comfort zone once in a while. So,
Yeah, she just was not feeling it.
yeah. Uh, so yeah, and then pretty much Sunday night we just hung out, played some video games.
Yeah.
And yesterday I had to work, but you were here mostly just chilling and
Yeah, played some WWE
2K22.
A22. Nice gameplay. Interesting. I'm not very good at it. I mean, I'm not very good at video games and well, not great. But yeah, this time not very good, but I'm getting there. I'm working on it.
So it's Tuesday and you're here. We're here doing the show.
Yes, sir.
You're in my dining room right now, I guess. And you fly back tomorrow night.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then you've just got a few more days and hopefully you finally start your government job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have an update there? Are you ready to go for Monday? Do you have your birth certificate, your long form? Do you have
We not as of yet. Not as of
what?
yet. Yeah. No, so hopefully So we have a few more days. We have a few more days, and yeah,
When is it coming?
I don't know.
So what happens on Monday if you don't have this thing again?
Like I said, I got to make a phone call today, try and talk to him, see what's up. So
So
I
there
I
is the
left a message. I left a message a while back. I left a message a few days ago. Haven't heard back. So or an email or anything. So I'm gonna give him a call today and find out what's the deal.
okay.
If I have it on the way, can we proceed? So we got to see.
Okay, but does it sound like your birth certificate's going to be here
Yeah,
in
I mean,
time?
from everything that has gone on, it sounds like it should be here on time. It sounds like it should be here on time. We've expressed the urgency of it, um, and everything else. So with that, we're we're hopeful that it'll be here on time. It's in the
It's in
ether.
God's hands
It's in
now.
God's hands now. Absolutely.
All right. Well, let's shift gears one more time.
Oh, hey, you know what I forgot to tell you? Morbius comes out on April 1st, right? That's gonna be that's it's not MCU, but it's like the next superhero movie that's coming.
I wouldn't say that it's not MCU.
Well, not
Just
confirmed MCU.
I'm just saying we know for a fact that Venom, for example, is MCU now. He was in the Spider-Man film, even though it was a brief appearance. So we could potentially say that Spider-Man is MCU. I also think that Venom or with Morbius, we have seen
We've seen some
Michael
things that,
Keaton.
yeah, as apparently as Vulture.
So if that is, and we'll see if that truly is the Vulture. Um, Is it not an MCU film? I know that Marvel has been involved with Morbius in regards to like having consultative. Um, so I guess we'll see. I know Morbius is coming out on April 1st. Uh, it'll probably won't actually happen. It'll be an April Fool's joke. Um,
That'd be gangster.
right? We go hard. It's coming out next week. Sorry. Um,
April Fools, it's coming out next week.
yeah. So I'm just not super stoked. I know more about Morbius than I do Moon Knight,
Yeah.
and that's probably to the detriment of Morbius. I don't personally enjoy the Morbius story, um, because he kind of flip flops. He's a bit like Namor in that he flip flops back and forth between hero and anti-hero and almost villain. So it'll be interesting in that regard to see what direction they take it. I've heard rumors of them possibly trying to do the Sinister Six and him being one of them, which I don't
That
know that
doesn't
I
make sense. He wasn't in the Sinister Six, was
I
he?
mean, there have been many iterations of the Sinister Six, so
Oh.
yeah, I'm not gonna say that he can't
It's
be.
out, yeah. No, because I heard there was talk about a Sinister Six, and then they kinda I from, again, like, just all rumors, but they kinda scrapped the idea.
Yeah, so I'm gonna watch it.
Oh, yeah.
I just don't know if I'm gonna watch it in the theater or if I'm gonna wait. I haven't
Oh,
decided yet.
I'll probably go see it in theaters. Like, I mean, I've seen pretty much every superhero film
Yeah, I feel like I need
in
to because I've
theaters.
also heard there is the potential for there being a cross with Multiverse of Madness.
I think the only superhero films I have not well, there's a multiple, like some of the DC ones that more recent, but that are Marvel based was the Amazing Spider-Mans. I didn't see those in theaters.
Yeah, yeah. So let's shift gears one last time.
One last time.
Teach them how to say goodbye. And let's talk about our cruise that is coming up in 1 year.
Let's talk about it.
Uh, we're not less than a year. We're less than a year and a month. We're less than 13 months. Today,
Yeah.
13 months from today would be the day that we're getting back into Seattle. So um, we've been talking about this cruise a lot the last couple weeks, and we're going to keep talking about it. Um, well, it's kind of a big deal.
It is. It's a
It
huge deal.
And we want as many of our friends, followers, family, whatever, to join us on this
Come
cruise.
on.
We are going to Alaska.
Yes.
We're going on a 7-day cruise out of Seattle. Going to head up some spots like Ketchikan, Skagway, Juneau. Um,
Juno?
gonna see some glaciers.
Yeah.
Hopefully, fingers crossed, going to see some northern lights. It is possible. It is possible.
I thought that was a summertime thing.
No, generally,
Oh, no, that's a wintertime thing. Just kidding.
yeah. So there's the possibility because they do sometimes go into early spring. So
Oh, well, then I'll definitely keep my fingers crossed for that because that would be killer to see.
yeah. So the cruise is on Norwegian Cruise Lines Bliss. The ship is called the Bliss. Um, it's April 15th to the 22nd of next year. There are still tons of rooms, and I
Join the
do,
Facebook page.
yeah, hit us up if you're even remotely interested. Hit us up. We'll add you to our private Facebook group, which is only for people that are interested in potentially being a part of this cruise.
Yeah.
And you'll get lots of information. We have our own personal cruise consultant. We are a part of a group, and so coming along with being a part of a group is discounts.
Discounts.
So one of the things that we needed to do for Norwegian to actually start giving us discounts is get to 5 rooms. Guess what? We're at 10. So we are now starting to actually get and enjoy those discounts that come along with being a part of a group.
More benefits.
Absolutely.
More benefits. Oh, and by the way, Tyrus, yes, I'm going to be working on my passport as soon as I get back home.
Yes, Tyra says if you're going on the cruise and you don't have a passport, get started now.
I have a passport. The only problem is, of course, it's expired. So yikes.
Yeah, he goes on to say a passport is not required, but it makes things a lot easier, especially with dealing with customs.
Because we are passing through Canada.
Yes, Canada. And we actually are stopping in Canada
Yeah.
for Victoria, British Columbia. So one of the things I wanted to call out, just in case there are some people out there that are interested.
Oh, just so you know, Debbie says, yeah, Northern Lights September or October, as well as March or April. So we could be on the cusp. Hopefully, if it is going on, we'll be able to get a glimpse.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I'm really hoping because I would love to see that. That's
Yeah.
one of the things that's on like my bucket list that I want to get to see.
Yeah.
But if you are interested, you want to join our Facebook group, you want to join this cruise, there Norwegian is already offering some really great deals to
Yeah.
try and get you on. Obviously, the cruise industry took a huge hit during COVID, and they're now really trying to make a comeback. And so they are offering some fantastic deals, such
Yeah.
as like for mine, when I booked, I'm getting 35% off my room, my cruise fees, plus I'm getting 2-for-1 flights. I'm getting a drink package that's included. I'm getting $50 shore excursion at every port of call. There's so many different cool benefits that are involved if you're booking early enough. If you start waiting, you might not get some of this cool stuff.
Yeah.
So the other thing that's really cool about being a part of a group is you're also going to get an additional 10% off of whatever you're already getting.
Nice.
And you're going to get $100 on onboard credit that can be used for whatever you want. You want to go to one of the stores and buy some bottles of alcohol? Go to town. You want to go to some of the restaurants that aren't included? Go to town.
Hey, Mark, if they if they were to make a deposit and for some reason weren't able to go, what happens there? Do you know?
Okay, so right now, and I believe this offer ends in 2 days. They are offering, in essence, it's a matching deposit. You put up 150, and they will match it with 150. So you're basically putting down a $300 deposit. And so with that deposit, if you do it that way, you're basically saying, "Here's 150 bucks. I want to go on this cruise." If you decide for some reason you don't want to go on this cruise, you change your mind, you're not going to lose that 150. it basically sits with Norwegian for 3 years. You have 3 years to use that 150 on
Oh,
a different cruise.
yeah.
So if something happens and you end up having to back out, you're not
Mm.
going to get your 150 back, but you can use that for the next 3 years.
Yeah, so that's crazy. So okay, cool.
Yeah.
Just
So
that was actually asking just if people, if they're kind of questioning if, they want to go, at least get that deposit in so you can at least reserve your spot.
yeah, absolutely. Especially right now with them doing the matching 150,
Oh yeah.
that's free money. Why not take it? So I would highly recommend if you're interested and you're like, you know what, I think I can do those dates, get your deposit in, book a room, and you can book any room. I always recommend booking a higher room because you can work your way down. The higher rooms sell out first. Um, and speaking of rooms, I want to talk about a couple of the cool rooms that they have on this ship that aren't available on a lot of different cruises. So, for example, James, you're a single guy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
One of the things that Norwegian Cruise Lines offers on this ship specifically is a singles studio where it's a small room,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to try and play it down.
No.
It is a small
It's a
room.
tiny room, yeah.
You walk in and you've got your shower right here, you've got your sink right here, and your bed's right there. It is a small studio room,
Yeah.
but
But
it is really cheap
yeah,
compared to anything else.
right.
And the singles have access to their own lounge area.
Yep.
So it's really kind of a cool space if you're a single cruiser, even if you're a part of our group. You could still get one of these and be a single cruiser and enjoy the amenities that come along with being that.
Just
Um,
grab me a piece of fruit every morning.
yeah, it's a pretty cool spot. There's a lot of
Yeah.
videos online. If you haven't seen it, check it out. If you're trying to really do this on the cheap and you're a single person, you can do that.
Yeah.
Uh, Going from there, you've got your ocean view rooms, which right now is what you're signed up for.
Yep.
It's a basic standard room with a porthole so you can look out and see the ocean.
Yep.
And those are usually on the lower decks. Then you move up a little bit higher, and you've got your balcony rooms. Um, those are quite nice. But they're again, you're gonna have a smaller balcony, but at least you could sit out there and take in the sea air and relax.
Right.
Then you start moving up to some of the larger rooms. You've got spa suites, which give you access to the spa, and they're a little
Yeah.
bit bigger, a little bit nicer. Then you have the upper echelon, the Haven.
Ooh.
The Haven is a really cool spot on this ship. It has its own exclusive restaurant.
Yep.
It has 2 exclusive bars.
Yep.
It has an exclusive sun deck. Um, and the rooms are just amazing. You have your own personal butler. They'll bring food to your room. If you
Yeah.
don't want to go sit and socialize with other people, maybe you just want to eat in your room, they'll bring the food to you and you can sit in your room.
White
It's
tablecloth status.
yeah. And I'm not going to play it down again. It is
Those are
expensive.
yeah, they're not cheap.
Yeah, but if you want to go first class and you want to like really live it up, the Haven is the way to go. Yeah. And honestly, the Haven is one of the things I'm personally considering because they have lots of different choices. Again, they have aft balcony rooms, they've got forward facing balcony rooms, they've got, and then there is the specific Haven area where there's about 30 rooms that are surround a pool area, a sunbathing area,
Nice.
and it's its own kind of enclosed area. So I'm thinking about that as well. So I think this cruise is going to be a lot of fun. We've got a lot of people from that are following the show that are
Yeah.
coming.
That
We've also
we've actually known. We've met and done done stuff with. So
yeah. And so I'm super excited. Like I said, we're over 10 rooms now. We've got more than 20 people that are joining us on this cruise, and we want more. So if
we want more.
if you are interested at
Uh,
all, send us a message. We'll invite you to the private Facebook group. You can ask your questions. We've got our private cruise consultant, Terry, who's a great guy. He is going to do what is best for you.
Yeah.
We have some friends that we're looking to book, and it did not financially make sense for them to be a part of our group. based on what they were doing, based on, you know, is a family of 4 kids right now, cruise free. And so it made more sense from looking at the deal's perspective for them to get the kids cruise free deal than it was to be a part of our group. And while selfishly they're not a part of our group in regards to helping us get those discounts and everything, they are getting the better deal, which is good for them. And they aren't going to miss out on anything that we can do as a group.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing. I was like, I respect him because of that. Like some people, like there's some cruise or like some vacation coordinators and things like that. They'll be like, oh no, let's just go ahead and do this way. And it's like he didn't do that. He was just like, you know what? No, let's go ahead and do this way, and that'll help you out. So I
Yeah.
respect that. That's
Yeah.
mad
And
respect.
I appreciate that because I want our people that are going to join us on this to enjoy themselves
Yeah,
and to know that they are getting the best possible deal for them.
yeah.
You know, it's just like one of the things that's included on my package is a drink package. I plan to drink. There are
Mhm.
people out there that don't drink, and I respect that. And so that's not a benefit to you. But they offer other things. So if you aren't going to use that drink package, they will offer something of equal value. Maybe it's additional food package so you can
Oh,
go and
hey,
eat at some of the fine restaurants.
that'd be what's
Maybe
up.
it's a photo package, like you'd like to take some nice photos with you and your family. So there are a lot of other options. Got to ask questions. That's the important part.
Yep.
So if you're even remotely interested, hit us up. We'll get you in the group. We'll get you that contact info for Terry, and you can start firing away those questions. But ultimately, it's going to be a lot of fun. Um, you know, the next thing up is going to be really trying to figure out what we're going to do or what I'm going to do from a shore excursion standpoint, because we don't have to do everything together. Just because
No.
we're a part of a group doesn't
Doesn't-
mean we have to eat together. And this is one of the
Got
cool things a lot of people don't know. On Norwegian cruise lines, you don't have to eat together.
yeah,
You want to go have dinner? Go have dinner. You want to go have dinner with me and James? Let us know. Let's see if
yeah,
we can schedule it. But
absolutely.
if you want to go have dinner, you're not having dinner with all of us.
Oh
It's
no,
just
you
because you're a
can
part of our group doesn't mean that you're with us all the time.
do your own. By all means, do your own thing. I
Yes.
mean, yeah, it'd be nice to eat, like maybe have maybe one meal where everybody in the group gets together, but it's not we're not mandatory mandating anything. Just hey, I'd like to join everybody for dinner. Cool, we could
Absolutely.
probably set that up and get it going. So
Yeah. And as Tyra said, he has actually been on this actual ship. He has
yes,
been on the Bliss. So if you have questions, once you get to the group, you can ask him too.
by all means, and he's more than happy to give you information.
Yeah, and for those of you that don't know, Tyrus is a friend of the show. He's got his own podcast, Strictly My Opinion. If you haven't checked it out, give it a listen. Um, you know, he's doing his thing, and he's bringing folks on this group as well. And so, you know, it's kind of the Fat and Black connection and Strictly My Opinion podcast working together to try and make this happen for some folks. If we can get this group large enough, we will likely look to schedule. They have event rooms, and we'll look to put something together to do a live studio audience recording of our shows.
That'd be awesome. That'd be a
Yeah.
lot of fun.
So
Um, so
yeah.
let help us get to that point.
Yes. If you're interested, hit us up. Let's get you a part of the group. So
Yeah, yeah.
James, we've run long. I think what we need to do is for the short excursion aspect, let's plan to do that next week.
Absolutely. You know what? I was gonna say that I think we should save that for next week. I think that would be that could take up pretty much the entire show if we need to.
It could. It really could. So so if you're interested, if you're getting that itch, next week we're going to talk about shore excursions and what those
Yes.
look like.
Oh,
So,
and just so you know, Debbie says if you don't take the matching option, you can get a full refund.
oh,
But at the same time, why would you? But I mean, yeah, I mean, if you don't take it and you can get a full refund, okay. If you're not 100% sure, but I mean, I'd almost take that match. I take that matching for sure.
yeah,
Of
I personally like the matching because I like free money, but and
course.
I know I'm going on this thing. Like
Yeah.
unless I'm dead, I'm going on this thing. So
Thank you, Tyrus. We appreciate it. Tyrus
yes.
just threw up a great show. So, yeah.
So all right. Well, it's been real. and it's been fun.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Not
Because
been
you're
real
in my
fun.
house, it's not real fun.
Boo. All right, guys. Well, I guess we will talk about shore excursions next week. Have a good week. And, come on.